app. Number 3 is an important one too. It's called the Blue Letter Bible app. So I'm going to click on the Blue Letter Bible app. Now, right off the bat, you're going to see that I have 2 translations pulled up side by side. That's the New King James and the King James Version. So if I wanted to change that, I would click up in the top left corner. I would click on my Bibles, and you see here on the left, I've got New King James, New Living Translation, King James, Christian Standard Bible, and then on the right side I've got the King James. So this allows you to read in what's called parallel. So I like to read in parallel so I can compare the old King James to the New King James. But now here's where it gets better. You can also make it a red letter edition where all the words of Jesus are in red, and that's important to kind of help you understand who's talking sometimes in the Gospels. But in addition to that, everything is searchable. You click on the top center there. You've got Old Testament, New Testament, and you can break things out by chapter and by verse. So like here, I'm at the Beatitudes and the Sermon on the Mount. But let's say I want to understand what a certain word means in the text. So I click this word blessed in Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. Now, it doesn't matter if I click on the left or the right. If I click in that scripture anywhere, it brings up a bunch of things that I can use. I can use a Bible comparison, cross references, text commentaries, audio, video, dictionaries. But the main one that I use all the time for studying is the interlinear concordance. So I click on that interlinear concordance, and then you see you got forward, interlinear, reverse interlinear. I click reverse so that the English words show up first because that's how I read. Then you see in the middle, so you see on the left, you see all the words in that scripture. And then you see on the right, the Strong's numbers, and then you see the translations into the Greek language. And, you know, the Old Testament was written in Hebrew. The New Testament was written in Greek and Aramaic. But I said I wanted to figure out what that word blessed meant. So when I go to the word blessed, you see it says Strong's G3107. So when I click that, it's so interesting because now I've got the actual transliteration and the pronunciation, and you can actually click that speaker there and you can get a rendering of what that sounds like. So for me, it says Markarios. And when you come down, that word literally means what you think it would mean, blessed or happy. And it shows that in the King James Version, this word was translated 50 times. So it was 40 times it was translated as blessed, or 44 times translated as blessed, 5 times as happy, and 1 time as happier to give you the total of 50. And it gives you a whole bunch of other information. And then it actually shows you all the places in the New Testament where this verse was used. So that's thing number 1.